now it's breakfast time.
It is indeed breakfast time. Tune in now. It's breakfast time.
Bonjour.
Hello, 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 hello. Ça va, ça va, ça va. This is what's on your mind. I'm DJ Val, or DJ Valentin, as they say in Paris. DJ Valentin.
And
you are Mademoiselle Le Olive.
Le Olive, the Olive.
Le Olive.
Lord have mercy.
Le Olive.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. This is where the real conversations are happening. How are you? How have you been? Guten Tag, Shalom. Do you remember the greeting from last week? Do you?
No,
DJ Val, you don't.
I don't remember the greeting from last week.
Ciao Boy Sang from Vietnam.
What I remember is Akosomate.
Where is that from?
That's from one of the...
It's not even a greeting.
It is. It's from one of the...
It's not a greeting. It's okay. Let's keep going. It's not a greeting.
It's like from...
It's a slang.
Around... Oh God, what's the name of that river?
You don't even know
not
where
the Danube.
it is.
No, not the Danube. It's like around... oh God, I've forgotten the name of the place now.
Well, he's
around Dubrovnik, around that kind of area. But where's Dubrovnik?
Dubrovnik, Europe.
Yeah.
Whilst he's still...
Slovakia and
it's
Slovenia.
Not even a greeting. It's not even a greeting.
Is, you know.
Akoso who?
Akosomate.
That is not even a greeting. How are you? How do you say good morning, good afternoon in your language? Put it on the chat. Tell me. Are you still saying Rahen Jeng Semeng?
Not me.
Are you?
I am not saying Rahen Jeng Semeng.
Bonjour. Which is it? Do you remember any of our international greetings? Tell me. I'm learning. Are you following me? Put any of the greetings that you remember.
Are you following me on Instagram? What's your Instagram?
The Real Deal Olive.
No.
It's not.
No.
What is it?
It's The Real Deal Olive F.
Oh, The Real Deal Olive F. Just an F is the error. Okay. Yeah. Have you all been? The Real Deal Olive F doesn't know her handle. Pardon me, forgive me. How are you? Put the greetings on the postcard. Tell me, which of our international greetings do you remember? Buenos dias, buenas tardes, ciao,
ciao, wabella.
Hey, anyone, put it all in there. Tell me.
Ciao.
I have no international news. I have no national news because there is no good news. So I'm going to go straight into your segment of the show. How are you? Let's crack on. It's Benita. This is from last week's show.
Me to normally drum roll?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you. See, finally, after nearly how many years, you got it.
And then when I'm ready, it's conveniently forgotten, right?
How have you been, DJ Val?
I've been very, very well. I've been very, very well.
You sure?
Yeah, I've actually been really good, but you know.
He's had a studio, I don't know what it is he's done here.
Oh, we did we did some hardwaring. We went into hardware mode.
Cabling, clearing,
changing things around and everything. It was the problem is when you buy stuff, you just add it in. You just go, plug it here, plug it there. But it may not always be the best place for you to put stuff. And as time has gone on, it's not been the best. So I thought, you know what? My joke was the studio kept looking at me and I kept looking at the studio and somebody had to break. So anyway.
So after last week's talk, you were motivated to get that task done.
That could well have been the case.
There was just a boom about it. And thank you for those of you who noticed the change. And I think Femi, as always, he's the one who notices the upgrades.
I think that was another thing that motivated me as well, because we did some changes lighting wise. I think, yeah, we did some changes.
And he noticed, he
lighting wise,
every change.
His background is
Okay, right. Thank you. Well, thank you for doing that. Thank you so much.
To make it more palatable and comfortable for you,
yes.
mademoiselle.
What's that thing? Thank you. Merci. Thank you.
Enchanté.
Yeah, thank you. Back to your section. Benita says, Olive and DJ Val made the topic of self-reflection so relatable. That's what we do. We're not about abstract stuff here. We're trying to, we're all doing it.
Relatable.
Yes. Relatable,
Make
yes.
it relatable.
Why? Don't sing that song.
I don't know.
Boomy says, I needed that reminder to celebrate small wins along the way. Yes, don't wait for the big ones. Just go for it. Just like you give thanks for every little, just go for it. And we encourage you. And let us know. We celebrate with you. Okay? You accomplished reading that book? Tell us. Put it. Is there any small win you've been trying to get done that you've done? Tell us. Following the show, tell us and we'll celebrate with you, okay? It's also fun when you have a camaraderie in that sort of thing. Ifoma says, thank you so much, Benita and Bumi. Ifoma says, the media check-in was so timely and encouraging. Congrats on the anniversary. Thank you so much.
Yes. Do you know what today is? Someone didn't know.
I was at work, and yes, it was somebody else's anniversary. And they said, "Oh, mine was yesterday." And they go, "Oh, how many?" I said 10 plus 3, and someone said, "What does that mean?"
It's 10 plus 3 or 11 plus 3? 10
Is 11? 10 plus 3.
10 plus 3.
10 plus 3. She goes, "What's that mean?" I said, "It's okay. Just add it as 10 plus 3. So yes, thank you so much.
Thinking of it, could be a mathematical equation, couldn't it? Could be 10 minus 10 plus 3.
So Maggie says, this episode really helped me rethink my goals for the rest of the year. I'm glad it did. Like I said, let us know how you get on and we will celebrate with you and encourage you along the way as well. Mr. Kunle says, Mr. Kunle and Atinuke, great work on the show today. The quality was superb and the content was great. Thank you. We've just touched on the quality and all the hard work DJ Val has been putting in the background. We really appreciate it when you do notice the difference. Thank you.
I'm sure somebody said in the comments that Olive was looking really lovely last week.
Oh, thank you. I was coming to that. Thank you so much for all your comments on my outfits, my this, my that. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you. My style isn't mainstream, but when people appreciate it, it's I'm humble. Thank you. Thank you.
That. Not mainstream.
It is. It's not mainstream. It's not. But it's purely to suit myself, comfortable, and still look. I like to look chic. Elegant. Yes. So
still looking chic and elegant.
So anyway, it's funny. I think there was a day somebody had said, "Oh, they like what I was wearing." I said, "Yes, it was actually a really nice dress. Sometimes I wish I could stand and do the show so they could see the full outfit." So who knows?
I stand to do the show.
Oh, we don't see the full outfit when you stand at angle of the camera.
We can change the camera.
Oh, really? Okay, so one of these days
all you got to do is ask.
So one of these days,
there's now more room, so we can get a third person in here quite comfortably as well.
I'll stand in if it's a dress that has fancy stuff on it or whatever. You see the full view. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Right, moving on really quickly because I said there was no news. The international and national news is the herb of the month. And I'm still on my quest for looking for things that reduce inflammation, reducing blood sugar, because I had, like I shared with you guys, I had some test results that had to cause me to go back to the drawing board as to what I was eating and what I was adding to and what I was doing, how I was doing it. So I found the good old, many of you know this, it's a cupboard herb. It usually is paired in the 5 mixed seasonings or mixed herbs, the humble tarragon. Look at it. It looks like an exaggerated rosemary. And there's another way you look at it. It looks like Zemfir. You know? Looks like Zemfir. Yeah, but that's the fresh version. Many of you may be familiar with the dry version. Because you're familiar with the dry version, I try to always show you what the fresh one looks like, should you encounter them. But dry, fresh, when it comes to herbs, it doesn't matter. Even the dry sometimes locks in the nutrients for much longer, unlike the fresh, if you're unable to preserve it. Biological botanical name, Artemisia dracunculus. I put it in there because it sounded like Count Dracula. I repeat, Artemisia dracunculus. That's the botanical name.
Artemisia
dracunculus.
Artemisia. I wonder if that has anything to do with Artemis.
Hey, it's cultivated across the world, so I'm not sure where it originated from, but it's more cultivated in North Africa, but in Europe, Asia, it's everywhere. And it's also known as estragon. Street name estragon, but here we call it tarragon.
Goes well with chicken, huh?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. And tarragon goes very, very well with parsley. So it's always in the mixed herbs, because those set of parsley, chives, dill, and coriander, they go very well.
I'm thinking of like that, tarragon is as one of the main ingredients in that 5-bird roast. I think it would.
What month of the year is it? We're in June.
The 5-bird roast isn't just for Christmas. It can be for any time of the year.
Okay, point taken.
Yeah.
Point taken. Let's touch quickly on the health benefits that made me go looking for it. It helps stimulate appetite and aid in the digestion of fat. Digestion of fat I wanted. I don't know about stimulating the appetite. My appetite is already stimulated enough on its own. Now, it helps in the stimulating the appetite. It's noted that years and years and years ago, hospitals used to use it to treat eating disorders, because it would make you want to eat.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yes,
actually, for people that struggle.
Yeah, to struggle to eat. And then I read somewhere where they said, so pregnant women who are going through that phase where the nausea is causing them to lose appetite, they'll make it into a drink, they'll boil it into a tea and give it to them. And because it's tangy in itself, it helped them it reduces the nausea, but also helped regain their appetite in that period. What's that? There's this condition pregnant women go through where nothing stays and they're throwing up excessively and they're not eating. It combats that. Also, antispasmodic properties. So it relieves muscle spasms, cramps, and digestive discomfort. The muscle cramps, because I've been going through this, just having random cramps. Again, I was looking, what else can I find? Of course, tarragon showed up. And I was like, okay, this is a multi one.
I don't really suffer from those kind of things, just
eat. You're blessed. Anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial and properties. So it's as the word says, there are many, 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 many herbs you find that have that anti-inflammatory properties, and that's why many times you can mix them, even though they've got different flavors. But for the nutrients and the benefits you get, it's like double whammy when you mix them all together. Of course, it helps sleep. Now, this one not everybody agrees on, but it's suggested that some people say, again, when you boil it as tea, it works similarly to lavender and chamomile. So that, I guess, is one of those things where some people may have tried it worked, and some people may have tried it and it didn't quite work. Or like, generally, we know the herbs that promote sleep is chamomile and lavender, but they're saying tarragon was able to do that as well in some studies.
Interesting.
Maintaining, of course, managing and helping regulate the high blood sugar and insulin sensitivity was what made me pick it. So yes, it does help regulate blood sugar level, and because it helps regulate your blood sugar level, it will not necessarily help in weight management, but will also do the job of cleaning out your the enzymes that attach to the insulin and make them go all crazy. So that one scientifically not many studies agree with it, but they all agree that it does help regulate the blood sugar. Also, it increases mental resilience, which was what in years ago it was known for its cognitive support and reduce stress and depression. So those who said that it helped them sleep well said because they slept well, they experienced reduced anxiety and depression. So I guess there is, in some of these studies, I see the correlation between good sleep and your mental well-being. If you're able to rest and your body and your mind rests, then there's a connection to your mental well-being. And also, tarragon has finally list, but by no means the least, antifungal properties. Hence, it's able to clean out the enzymes that don't support good gut health. Deals with that sort of fungi, both internally and externally. I think that's about it for our lovely tarragon.
Okay.
Go for it, whether fresh or dry. Chuck it in your stew, chuck it in your casserole, put it over the roasts. And if you've got the fresh ones, just put them all over. If you've got the fresh ones, you can mix them in with your grilled mixed veg, and when you grill the vegetables, the flavor comes out even the more. Give it a try and let me know.
Let us know how it goes in your 5-bird roast. That's what I want to know.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Keep it stuck, keep it sticked. We'll be right back.
Grammatically wrong, but that's how we say it.
But radially correct, and that's another grammatical error.
We'll
be right back. Here we go.
Radially correct.
Radially correct. Here we go. All right, we're gonna go now anyway. Bye. Okay, back on the other side. Great advert, actually. Watch this advert.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Chigozie Mbaduga. I'm an author and I'm a mom and I'm an ophthalmologist. I'm doing a crowdfunding campaign for my new book project titled How to Be the Best Mom Ever. Motherhood is such a huge responsibility, and a lot of mothers struggle under the weight of the challenges and the responsibility of taking care of a young person. It's a book that shares wisdom, inspiration, encouragement, and experiences, and it's a must-have for every mother. So do get a copy and support this.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt. Morning vibes that feel so fine. Tune in now, it's breakfast time.
So we are back. You wanted to talk about the advert, didn't you?
Oh yes, please. The ad by Dr. Angli That's her handle is Camber Books. She's one of our listeners, regular listeners, and she was also the one who donated to us the prayer journal, the what God Cannot Do prayer journals, and she's Mama Yad's sister. So she needs, as the advert says, please go and pre-order. It's $10, less than how many pounds, please.
Like £8.
If your mom order it for Christmas, order it for birthday. I mean, all her books, her children's books, I've read all her children's books. They're brilliant. She writes very well. So I'm looking forward to this one. Please, please, please go. The link is out there. If we need to reshare it again, we will, so that you can please go and do and it's quite straightforward. It takes you straight to the page to do it. Thank you. Now, moving on.
Do you want a drum roll?
Yes, please. We didn't give a drum roll to our comment section at the end.
Applause.
Applause. Did you do applause?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
So take your applause. That's yours. That's yours. Thank you. Right. Let's see how we go with this. If we can't finish it today, no problem. Like I said to you guys, this season, I'm in no rush to get through the really deep subjects. We would,
no rush at all.
we'll unpack them so that we get the full gist and it becomes part and parcel of us. So last week we started talking about, we talked about mid-year. We're into the second quarter of the year. We talked about reviewing our targets and how we do it, etc., etc. And in thinking of that subject, the first thing that came to my mind was, in planning for the subjects that followed one after the other, I wanted to touch on our mind, not from the context of our mental well-being, but from the context of the mind, the faculty of the mind, the faculty that helps us piece together our thought processes, the faculty that is also responsible for some of our personality, some of our attributes, some of our attitudes, even the mindset. Some say that the mind sits right on the throne of the soul. And the Bible touches a lot on the mind when David says in the Psalms, renew in me the right mind. Paul touches on it in the New Testament where he says, bringing your mind to subject of the word of God daily, renewing your mind through that process. So for those who have a faith, be you a Christian or none, the subject of the state of the mind is very crucial. Even to the person who holds no specific affiliation to any religion.
I got a song about that. What's on your mind? Let's work it out with Olive and Val. There's never a doubt.
There's never a doubt. So today, and
this episode is really called What's on Your Mind?
It really is. And I went back and I looked. Have we ever done a subject on the mind?
What's on your mind?
We've touched on it when we've talked about different subjects. Touched on it when we talked about responsibility and all those sort of core values. We touched on them. But this will start the series on the mind. Where this ends, I couldn't tell you. But I'd like us to unpack it as well and as do some justice to it. So I need your help. Regardless of your orientation, your geographical location, your nationality, your blood type, your genotype, the mind still governs us. It's still, because if it wasn't such a big aspect of our lives, we wouldn't have everyone asking us to pay attention to it and be careful on it. You know, the motivational speakers would tell us to think positively, to meditate on positive things, just because the mind is a crucial aspect of you as a person.
Yeah.
The power of our mindset is limitless. And it's the lens through which many of us view the world, your world, our world, view ourselves even. And it shapes, like we said, our attitudes. It influences our actions and ultimately determines success in different spheres of our lives. Some negative mindsets have ruined relationships, have caused people to lose jobs because they've come with a mindset.
Defeatist mindset.
Yes.
They've already lost before it's begun.
Yes.
Isn't that what they used to say about what they used to say about when they used to box with Mike Tyson? Before they've got in, they've already lost.
Yeah, because he played the mind game with you. He was so shred you that he wins you off the ring. So by the time you come into the ring, you're already defeated.
Wow.
You know, and he got away with that for so long. And so many other sports, they do that. You know, people who run with Usain Bolt will say that he's got such presence that you almost just being on the lane with him, you feel like, forget it.
Yep.
I've already lost. Let me just try and complete the race.
Let me come second.
He's already won because he's got that, you know. So the mindset, we cannot. We as a Christian, we find inspiration from the word of the Lord all the time about not conforming to the patterns of the world. The book of Romans, the book of Galatians touch a lot on the mind and not being part of the world, but make it conforming your mind to the word of God and being like Christ.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, whether or not you have any religious inclination, the idea of the mindset is just as powerful. And that's why for those who don't have any faith or something to incline to, even the philosophies, psychologists, studies emphasize that through the influence of your mind, your feelings, your behavior, your orientation, these things affect how, who, and what you become. So we cannot ignore the potential that is locked in the mindset. And so, bearing that in mind, I just want us to begin this discourse. What sort of mindset do you have? Do a little examination of yourself. There's the phrase, are you a half empty kind of person? Or is the cup half empty? Or is the half full? DJ Val here is acclaiming he is half full kind of person. What does that mean? When you say you're a half full kind of person, tell us.
It's just, see, I always say this way, if you can think the worst in a situation that you do not know, why can't you think the best?
Very good.
And you have to train yourself to think that way, because it's very, very easy for you to begin to feel negative things about something that's not happened. Like, and that's where I think that mentality of the glass half empty, the glass is half full comes from. Well, if we can think it's that, why can't we think it's this way? If we can think it's that, why can't we think it's this way? If we can think.
So the analogy or using the cup as a description of the mind is, if you have the mindset of it being half full, that means you are responding to the facts in front of you. And half. So two. First is half empty, second is half full. Half empty means you're responding to the facts as they're presented to you. Whether it's negative, whether it's positive, those are the facts in front of me. The cup is half full, and that's what I'm going by. But half empty. So, but there is content in the cup. But you're saying is half empty. So the adjective there is the empty, not the content.
It's just like when people focus on, sorry, because you got me really thinking. It's like when people always focus on people that are not at church. We may only be few.
What about those who are there?
So, me, I woke up, I drove halfway across London to be there.
Yeah.
But our focus now goes on the fact that
the others are not there.
That there's other people that are not here, you know, and that's
the half empty mentality. So you're focusing on what's not there, you're focusing on the facts. Church is half full, so we ignore the people who make up the half empty. The half empty are still valid because they've attended. So the fact is that you've still got water in the glass. It's half of the glass.
Yep.
But your adjective it's that it is half empty. So for the person who is forward thinking, progressive thinking, they're saying the content in it is half full because they're thinking upward. They're thinking of the full state of the glass. So their adjective is fullness, not empty. That's where that phrase comes from. And we apply it to so many aspects of our lives, you know, and it is the priority really is in reshaping our mindsets. Now, I asked you the question to think, what sort of mindset do you have? This one I'm not asking you to answer. Think it upon yourself.
In the chat if you like. It's up to you.
Think it upon yourself and just say, admit, being honest, like we said last week, remove ego from it and be honest, because in this journey of continuing personal, we renamed CPD last week as opposed to professional development. We're saying continual personal development. And we're saying that you be honest with yourself, remove the ego and say, this is really the sort of person I am. Are you the person who rejoices with those who are rejoicing? Are you the person who is somewhat sad because other people are rejoicing?
It's not me.
It's not me that is happening to. Why is that happening to that person? Are you the sort of person that even though you're making great salary, you're making huge, you're making money
in everywhere possible.
But when other people are promoted, you begin to question, well, did they really deserve it? That's a mindset that will cause you to think that. Can they really do that job? Can they function in that role? That's a mindset.
Sometimes you are right. Like,
can they really?
Okay. How in the blue
did they get this job?
Did they get there?
Okay. We wish them the best. You know, but are you asking that question from a constructive perspective?
No, not constructive at all.
You're jealous.
It's bad bellus.
Bad bellus. You know? Pardon us. Bad bellus means just
hater.
Yes. You're a hater.
You're a hater.
You know, and the shift is difficult. And that's what DJ Val touched on, that you have to train yourself to move from here to here. But if you don't, like we always say, if you don't identify a problem or associate yourself with a problem, you will never find solution and you will never commit to the change. So what's our focus? What are we focusing on? The possibilities or the limitations, the solutions rather than the problems? Which is it? Which are you focusing on? The highs rather than the lows? The what you cannot see now, applying your faith as opposed to being despondent, the fear or the hope. Which is it? The joy, or what's the Bible said? Hope deferred is not. Which is it? Or the joy delayed? Which is it? Are you regardless of the situation? Which is it? So before we'll wrap up really quickly with just a few tips on upgrading our mindset. We will then unpack it we'll unpack it
And I've got
in
a
more
joke
depth.
at the end.
Tell me, good.
No, at the end.
At the end, okay. We talk about being aware of yourself all the time. We talk about embracing a growth and a positivity mindset. We talk about setting clear goals. We talked about that last week. Set clear goals. So my family's been laughing at me about talking with my radio voice at home and not my amplified voice. They've literally, so I'm determined, and they're going to meet me at the finish line, So however mundane that task is, as long as it is for your betterment, for that of your children, for that of your generation, the generation after you, for yourself, for the people around you, for the people who may not even know you, as long as it is for them, you owe it to make those strides. There are things that being on this show has so stretched me. There are things that sometimes when I want to do, I go, you know what? That's not going to look good on my reputation. So you know what? I'm going to just walk away. And literally, even some conversations, and I was very disciplined when it comes to having conversation, and it is easy to walk away from a terrible conversation for me. I found, because I'll just stop you right there and say, this is going left, I'm going to stop now. I became disciplined in that. But the more, when you then want to kind of finesse certain things, the challenge was to come from other angles, and I then have to kind of dig deep again. But the one thing that, apart from pleasing God, I also remember I owe it to you, our listeners and our viewers, to be true to what I bring before you, to be authentic to this cause. Because if I experience it, then I can speak about it from a place of conviction, from a place of understanding. Those who talk about positive affirmations, we can go on and on and on and on and on about that. We'll talk about that, and then learn from your failures, and then change. I'll give you one quote, and next week when we talk about learning from your failures, I'll unpack that a bit. I love Winston Churchill. I love him. The only reason I like him is I like his mind. So I always go to his quotes. And there's one I like: success. I don't want to imitate his voice. Sometimes I miss it. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Of course, having gone through the war,
that was his. He didn't get it from somewhere else.
That's his. If he got it from somewhere, I don't know. But that's his. And this way, from his wartime, because he used to do that. He used to do the radio broadcast all the time. That's where I pulled that from.
We shall fight them on the beaches.
Success is not final. It's not, because he had learned that they would think they were winning, and there'll be setbacks. They will think they're winning. There'll be setbacks. Failure is also not fatal.
Yeah.
That we failed now doesn't mean it's the end. It's the courage to continue that counts. And that's what separates the great from the truly great.
I think that's an excellent place to stop.
Yep. They know how to keep going. So we on the show, we're committed to keep going. We encourage you to shift the
Very
lenses a bit.
consistent over here, you know.
Shift it a bit. Shift it. Engage with the way you need to. Dig deep. Do that self-examination. And when we come back next week, we will unpack in more detail the different kinds of mindsets and tips on building or upgrading, because some of you may already have brilliant mindsets, but you just want an upgrade. You want sometimes I do a mental journey back to my younger self. As a 16-year-old, many people say, "Oh my goodness, you're so mature. You think so old." I want to go back and say to her, "Why did you even smile to that comment?" Because no way. Perhaps maybe in comparison to my age group, members of my age group, perhaps maybe. But when I look back, there is that I've always had that constant drive to just keep aiming for better. And your new and improved self will thank your present self when you get to where you want to. So at the end of the day, you win. Don't be discouraged. Let me leave you with an encouragement. It's not fatal. Success is not final. It's the courage to keep continuing that matters. And that's the difference between the great and the truly great. DJ Val, shout outs. I'll leave that to you. What was you had a joke.
Yeah.
What's the joke?
When you mentioned the thing about Usain Bolt, this joke came to mind. So I'm in a race, okay, and I'm second, and you overtake me. What position are you?
You're in a race.
And I'm second, and you overtake me.
You are in the race.
Yeah.
And you're second.
And then you overtake me.
I'm clearly not the first, because if you're second, the race is finished.
Why?
As in, before, how do we know you're second? The race has ended for us to know who's...
You can be second in a race and...
Really? Because some people may be second and then somebody else will overtake them.
If you're in a running around, we're running around the stadium, I'm in second position and you overtake me.
I don't know, tell me.
No, come on, you got to have a bit of a go and see what it is. So I'm in the race, right? We're all in the race together and I'm in second and then you overtake me.
Viewers, help me. Are you first? I'm not first. I know it's so obvious if it's first.
What?
So I'm the first if you're second.
No, think about
I overtake you.
Yeah. So you overtake me. I'm in second position and you overtake me.
Now I'm in first position then. It's so obvious. I knew it was so obvious. No. Tell us. We haven't got all day. Tell us.
Okay, guess again.
I'm not guessing.
All right. So if I'm in second and you overtake me, which position are you in?
Was I? Oh, tell us. I can't work it out.
Second.
So you're in second, I overtake you.
Yeah.
That then puts me in second place.
Oh. That's good, right?
The mind.
The mind. I'm not going to take any credit. I saw that on Instagram and the guy and the woman was getting so annoyed.
It's like I am now.
Yeah, really. Like, it wasn't even like it was a joke. And then she was,
because your mind, I knew being first was too obvious and it wasn't correct.
But what else? That's the only thing that you could think of, right? If I'm second and then you overtake me, then I must be in first.
Yeah.
But you're not.
But you're second because there's already somebody who's first.
Yeah.
So if I then overtake you, that makes it, oh gosh, it's not that obvious. It's not that easy.
I know, right?
It's the mind. You see what we mean? The mind. The mind.
There you go. You can go and practice that.
Did you get it? All right.
Go practice on your family event. Shout outs.
We missed a birthday shout out for last weekend.
Who?
It was on the Saturday. Michaela, sweet 16.
Happy birthday, Michaela. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday, darling. Hope you had a lovely day. Well, her mom said they enjoyed the food, so
That's all that counts. That's all they remember. Eating, drinking, and the music. That's it. Everything else is extra.
Happy birthday, darling. 16 isn't easy. You're becoming a woman. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Children who you held as babies becoming women. Oh my God.
Look at Alistair, 20.
Oh my goodness, I can't even
Fathom
Anyway.
it.
Right, shout
Who
outs.
else?
You do that.
Thank
Thank you to all our listeners. Thank you to all our post show commenters. Thank you to
Maxine's mum's birthday, Mummy Ina. So it was her birthday as well.
Oh,
So it's
happy
going out to
birthday,
Mummy
Mummy.
Ina, and a big get well to Maxine. Maxine's not been feeling too well.
Okay.
A big
Get well
to her.
soon, darling.
Who
hope we'll
else
see
had
you
their
this
birthday
weekend.
this week? I think that's pretty much.
If you had your birthday
If
and
you
we
did
missed
and
it,
you didn't tell us, it's
happy
okay.
birthday, happy birthday. Happy anniversary. There were some anniversaries. Happy anniversary to Mrs. Harris. That's my
So you can
colleague.
say happy anniversary to us.
To Mr. and Mrs. Harris. We've said that to ourselves already last week. They're 20, is it 36 years they've been together?
So when's their wedding
Is it
anniversary
36 or
then?
26? Can't remember now if it's 36 or 26, but it's some
Beginning
long
of June
number.
as well.
Last week as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last week as well.
Mm.
So happy birthday, happy anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's your wedding anniversary out there, because there are lots of anniversaries in the summer, because people tend to get married in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Happy anniversary to all of you. May the good Lord continue to keep you together, bind you together with cords that cannot be broken.
Because I cannot be broken.
Yes.
Thank you to all the people that voted.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you so much indeed for the
That's
stellar-
close now, right?
The vote's closed. We're now just waiting.
Okay.
We're waiting to see what the Lord will do, and it will be marvelous in His sight. So I am my expectation is way up here because I know God's going to do it.
Amen and
He's gonna do
amen.
it.
So we will leave you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your
Adios,
comments.
muchachos. We'll see
Thank
you
you
next
for
week.
all your live comments. Thank you, our live chatters. Please go and pre-order Dr. Amelie's book.
Yep.
Please do so. Let's support one of our own, and may the good Lord keep you.
And He
May
bless
He
you.
protect you. May He bless
May
you.
He make His face shine upon you.
Upon you. Remember, do not render evil for evil, but instead be the change that you want to
be
see.
or see.
God
or
bless
be.
you. Bye.
All right, we're gone.
What's on your mind? Let's talk it out. With Olive and Val, there's never a doubt.